We have now walked along the Gstettengasse and went through the Gstettentor, which we can still see right there, and have arrived directly at the Blasiuskirche. I would like to tell you a story about the Blasiuskirche. 1700 years ago, people have already been very caring. The Blasiuskirche was not only built as a church, but as an example that actually could be found in the French Burgundy. A hall for sick people was built, for people who were too sick to do anything but lay in bed. Also, for old people and for those who needed to be taken care of. That was totally extraordinary for that time because the church was built in the High Gothic period around 1380, and back then everything was built towards heaven. The light had to come from above and everything had to correspond with God. There was even an entresol included to cure sick people on the ground floor and also on the first floor. Nowadays, the first floor is used as a so-called Gothic hall for concerts of all types. The church is dedicated to Saint Blaise, who is the patron of the sick people. He was a doctor in the 3rd century and was canonized because he saved a little boy's life who swallowed a fish bone. According to the Catholic Church, the boy survived because of the prayers. But I rather think that the grasp at the chest of the boy got the fishbone out of his throat and saved his life. This hospital church was extended by a hospital yard and a hospital for citizens, which can be seen on the other side. The entrance is right there. Please take a look at the inner yard. The ambulatories there are really great. These ambulatories were equipped with rooms for everyone who owned a Pfund. Some of you may ask, what is a Pfund? It is an acquired right for the rest of the owner's life that provided him or her with certain conveniences, for example food, a bed, housing and nursing. These prebendaries were allowed to sleep in the beds at the hospital, which is also worth visiting. On the other side of the church, where you can find the gate that leads to the Münzgasse, used to be a graveyard of the Blasiuskirche, which means that the poor people that lived in the hospital didn't have any long way to their final resting place. The doors at the graveyard stayed open. You can find these ledgers now at the Gstettengasse. It is quite interesting that you can also find some of these ledgers in the inner yard of the citizen hospital. The name of the Münzgasse comes from the very first mint, which was here. The minting privilege was given to Salzburg. We will continue our tour to the horse pond, which is only a few meters away from the festival district. We will come back here when we go through the Getreidegasse later on.